Ross, the unbeaten run goes on. Dartford 0, Oxford City 0. Not really a classic, but a good performance nonetheless. But what are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, I actually thought it was a good performance. I thought it's going to be a tough game coming here. It always is. They're in a position for a reason because they make it hard for teams. I thought the pleasing thing is that we came here with our game plan and we sort of imposed it onto them. I think they made a few changes, which I think, looking back now, they had a couple defensive players on the pitch, and I think that's a bit of respect to our players. So that's first class, and really pleasing from our boys to see that teams like Dartford are maybe tweaking things to play against us. On the flip side, we've got to make sure that we take our chances. I thought we created some really golden chances today. We opened them up, just didn't really get the shot off, or we just cut back a couple of times and we just wasn't clinical enough. So, I thought it was a real entertaining game. Both teams really going for it, top of the sort of table clash. But yeah, overall, really, really pleased performance. But I just think we've had enough chances to probably take one of them, and that's probably my only sort of criticism after the game to the boys is that I think we probably could have taken one of those good chances. But to come here and get a good result, a point on the road, unbeaten again is a positive.
I think when you look at the two teams and the performance today, it was kind of a battle of two styles. The footballing style that we were having, and not in a derogatory way I mean this, but they were kind of hitting it more directly, if you like, towards the striker. And I think both of those styles paid off a lot of the time. However, is it pleasing to you that we stood up to the challenge of that? And first and foremost, we got a clean sheet, and if you get a clean sheet, whatever happens, you can't lose.
No, I mean I don't remember Adnan doing too much. He came for a couple crosses, he swept behind quite well, but I don't remember any real clear shots on goal, so that's a big credit to the boys in front of him, and I've said that all sort of season really, and that continues today. So if our goalie can be quiet all game, then we're doing something right. But yeah, I mean, two different styles, if you want to say that. I mean, it's not a long hit, by the way. They do pass it in the air. It's a long pass, so we have to respect that, and they've got a striker on the pitch who's a handful in Wall. So I thought we managed him really well. Of course, he's going to get some flicks and stuff because of the size and the sort of attributes he's got and experience. But all in all, I actually thought that our players stood up to a challenge, and man for man, I thought we won the battle today, and that was really important today because this is a difficult place. But again, the only criticism is that I think we should have scored. We need to take these chances. But on the flip side, another team would come here and get rolled over as well. So there's positives and negatives to every game. The important thing is a clean sheet. I think the back line are really taking those positives, and we're working as a collective, and we're grinding results out. And I think if we keep doing that and keep ticking the games off, we'll be in a place that we want to be.
Yeah, I wanted to use the term direct because they weren't exactly just hitting it and hoping. They had some actual substance to that. But you said something there just then about other teams coming here and getting rolled over, and you're absolutely right. I mean, we could see what they had today. You can see why they're second and flying in the league, really. They hold weight in this division, Dartford. As you always kind of the bookies' favourites to get promoted. But that's twice we've played them. We've not disgraced ourselves. We probably shaded both games, and that's a sign of how far we've come, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, I think both games. I think we've probably been the better at home and away. Listen, this is a good place to come play football. Fans are here, nice pitch, nice stadium. It's got a good feel to this place, and we always enjoy coming here. But we know it's going to be a battle. So yeah, we have a style, but I think that goes out the window. We have to earn the right first, and I thought we earned the right quite quickly today. We played some great stuff. First off was a little bit of too much of a turnover basketball game at times, which we tried to correct, and I thought second half we retained a little bit more possession in those sort of final third areas. That was pleasing. And again, I'll just come back to that sort of finishing the move off. We work it from back to middle to front. Just to finish it off would really highlight the day. But the boys are putting another big shift. Fitness-wise, the boys are standing up to the challenge. We haven't got the biggest squad, and I think we've got a real togetherness, and hopefully we can kick on again. But listen, a point on the road, hard place to come and play football. But yeah, really pleased.
You're a manager that's always striving for that next step. When we beat Worthing, it was we should have scored more goals, and today probably should have scored more goals again. Sorry, is that the continuing focus just in front of goal? Because if we've been doing as well as we've been doing at the back, then we're probably sorted, if you like.
Yeah, it's probably not the focus. It's something that I think it doesn't happen overnight. You know, some of these boys we've introduced in pre-season, the style of play might have been different to what they're used to. I think we're getting there. We're somewhere near where we want to be. It's not a finished project. There's plenty more that we need to learn, and I think we are getting better in those elements. So I'm very critical of the players at times because I know what they can do. They're the ones who can change it, and I think that we were just a little bit unlucky today. We maybe picked the wrong pass, or we took that extra chop. We didn't get our shot off on target. We missed target a couple of times, and I think there's some basics we need to get back to. There's no doubt in my mind how we play. The boys know that, they understand it. It's now finishing the attack that's why you get paid the big bucks in the Premier League, is to finish the attack. So if we can do that, I think we'll be fine.
Got a strong core in this team, and we carry on. As always, on the coach, we'll kind of forget about it, but not forget about it, obviously, to take things from. But another tough game, Farnborough, one of the kind of teams that have gone under the radar a little bit, starting to pick up a few wins and got a few games in hand. I always say this like a recurring thing. It's going to be a tough game.
Yeah, it is. I mean, we're going to get back on the bus. We're going to have I think it's shepherd's pie they've prepared for us, so we're going to have that on a cold day. So we'll get on the bus, we'll reflect quickly. But again, as you said, once we get off the bus and we're back in Oxford, we have to then focus for the next week, and that's preparation for Tuesday and Thursday's training. We've got a big game Saturday against Farnborough that I thought we underachieved at their place. We sort of kicked ourselves. We weren't good enough. We didn't turn up. We made some stupid fouls, stupid mistakes, which isn't really like us. And since then, we've got better and we've developed. So hopefully we can prepare well this week. I know the boys will look after themselves. I say it every week. We don't have the biggest squad, and the boys looking after themselves really stands out. So yeah, important we get over today. We take the positives. We get on the bus. We enjoy our food. Get back to Oxford, and now it's we prepare for another big game Saturday. So I'm looking forward to it. I think the boys are. So yeah, it's important we move on.
And finally from me, forget about going unbeaten in January and February. This game means January and February are done. March and April, and then the end of the season. Yeah. Not long to go. No. The season's flown by. Do you have a point sort of goal, or is it just every game go in to win and then focus on the next?
Yeah, game by game, 3 points a game. If we can aim for that, we'd be somewhere near where we want to be. I think if you aim too far and you say we've got to get these amount of points, and then you stop getting those points, you start worrying, and you just got to go game by game. And I think we've done that last season. We do it this season. It paid off last season. It's paying off now. But it's important we stay on that track. We can't look too far in the future. Our next game is Farnborough. We don't look beyond that. And we keep addressing it game by game, really, and we just keep chalking them off. And I think if we keep ticking them off and keep performing like we are, and keeping clean sheets and defending well and attacking well and keeping our football going, then we'll be where we want to be, and I think that's somewhere near the top.
Ross, thanks very much for your time.
Cheers.